Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got into water treatment?
Well, I'm the last of 7 kids, and I'm a second generation water treatment. My dad started right after World War II, and I was around water treatment my whole life. I think I sold my first water softener when I was 12 years old at the Iowa State Fair. That was a Lindsay water softener. My dad worked for that company, and it was all I knew and all I did, and I just decided I was going to go into the water treatment business.
So how did that experience get you into a brand of product with your own name on it?
That's a long story. It's a long answer, but that comes from our product line comes from years being in the industry and being exposed to different types of technology, mechanical technology, electronics, normal water treatment, and then being exposed to really great people in the water treatment industry. So, and probably, and I say this on my blog, that probably the most influential position I had was working for Bill Pryor at Connecticut, and because he had just a different philosophy when it came to water treatment. And his whole philosophy was, if you're going to build something, just go ahead and build it for it's got to serve the greater good or forget it. And that's what he did. And that, rang true with me. And so when I, through working with that company and U.S. Filter and consulting with other companies and being part of Lane Christensen at one time, I just decided. I looked at everything out there and said, all this equipment out here is archaic. It just doesn't do us any good. It's wasteful. Use tons of salt. Use electricity. It wastes the most precious resource we have, which is water. So and I just knew that something new needed to be created. So while all my friends in the industry were trying to make water softeners and reverse osmosis systems and iron filters more efficient, I turned my attention to physical water treatment. So physical water treatment basically is treating water with no electricity, no moving parts, no drain line, no chemicals, no salt, not wasting one drop of water, treating water for bacteria, virus, cyst, DNA, pharmaceuticals, endotoxins, particulates down to 0.1 microns, 0.01 NTU, PCBs, THMs, chlorine, chloramines, and hardness at 18 gallons a minute with a pressure drop of less than 3 pounds at peak flow rate. Now, that is not a common piece of equipment, and you're treating all the water in the home or the business or whatever the facility is. You're doing all of that extremely efficiently and without using any energy at all. Zero. Very, 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 no waste at all, and everything's recyclable. So to me, that was the approach we needed to take. It was very painful.
So what's your ultimate goal?
Well, I created the company because I knew that the technology was applicable in disaster relief and impoverished areas in the world. So, because it doesn't require any power to run, it basically can operate on gravity. So I knew that I could manufacture a system that we could plop down in the middle of nowhere, and with a hand pump water out of any body of water, and have fresh, potable water to drink on the spot, right now. And to me, that was just that's my end game. I mean, that's what I want to be doing, the rest of my life. But in the interim, we have a company to raise and that needs to thrive.